city of Ningxia in northwest China. Behind me is a very beautiful park in the city center, and you can see the birds are flying very happily and freely around me. And now I'm getting some food for our feathered friends. Okay, come with me. So now here with me is Mr. Xu, who is living near the park. And he told me that he comes to the park almost every day to feed our feathered friends. And now I will ask him, what does the bird like to eat? 徐先生，这个你现在在喂的是什么呀？
红嘴鸥。
哦，红嘴鸥，这个东西是什么呀？我可以看 ，May I have a look? Okay. Mr. Xu told me that this is the fried dough, and which is made of the flour, and the birds like to eat it. And you can see when Mr. Xu is feeding the birds are eating the fried dough very happily. And can you show the audience how the birds come and have this kind of food? 能给我们演示一下吗？
行啊。
So we can see Mr. Xu is very good at feeding the birds. And now I will be the student to ask him for some tips on how we can better feed the birds. Okay, come. 哎，徐先生，你能教我喂一下吗？ Could you please give me some tips?
你把这个掰断，这样喂，举起来它就吃了，举起来。
Okay, so just hold the food high. Oh, look, and don't be afraid. Oh. 在这个过程中我们会受伤吗？
不会。
Okay. And Mr. Xu told me that people will not be hurt when we are feeding the birds.
你不要动。
And we just stay quiet. My friend told me that the birds are called black-headed gulls because the feather in the head of the gulls will become black when they're sexually mature. Originally, the birds are living in very cold Siberia, and during the winter season, they will fly south, including the city like Yinchuan in China, or even more coastal cities in China. And in Yinchuan, they treated it as a very comfortable stop to breed and have a very fun moment with people here. But hospitality is by no means the only reason the birds return the year after year. The main draw is the beautiful wetlands and the ample provisions. Located on the Ningxia Plain, Yinchuan is sometimes called the 72 interlinked lakes. When the area urbanized, some of those lakes disappeared. But since the beginning of this century, wetlands have become a huge priority, and some of those disappeared lakes have returned. Nowadays, Yinchuan is home to 53,100 hectares of wetlands, including rivers, lakes, and marshlands, and some of which are constructed wetlands. The improved environment makes it an important stop on migration routes, as well as being a breeding ground for migratory birds. There are 239 species of wild birds found across these wetlands, including some under first-class and second-class protection. This is Haibao Wetland Park. As you can see, not only the area is very beautiful, but also it has plenty of activities, including the fitness trails and exercise spaces. With the birds returning every year, there is more reason for people to flock here to have a view of the landscape and have fun with our birds. So let's enjoy the harmony, people and birds living together. Let's switch our signal to my colleague and be prepared for some breathtaking views. Bye.
I'll have to keep my voice lower a bit here because we have a photographer waiting to take some nice pictures of the swans on the lake not far away. This is the West River system. The whole West River system underwent flood prevention and control work between 2017 and 2018. Not only has this helped to beautify the area, but also attracted many migratory birds. By an unmanned aerial vehicle, we can see many beautiful and elegant swans resting on the lake. And looking at the weeds dancing in the wind, I'm reminded of some ancient Chinese poetry. Among the photographers is the president of the Ningxia Bird Watching Association, and I guess few people know more about birds in Yinchuan than he does. So we're going to ask him some questions. Let's go. 您好。好 So this is Li Zhijun, Mr. Li, the president of the Ningxia Bird Watching Association. 哎，李先生您好，我们可以看一下您刚才拍的照片吗？ Let's have a look at the pictures he just taken. So he has just taken many beautiful pictures of the swans here. 问您一下，就是今年这边的天鹅数量大概是多少？一般都是从哪边飞过来的呀？So we'd like to know that the quantity of the swans on the lake this year and where do they come from?
最近我们在银川这个湖泊湿地头监测到天鹅呢，大概有80多只。那么这批这个天鹅呢，往些年它一般都是从蒙古，甚至呢在北一点的西伯利亚的地方、高寒地方迁徙过来的啊。
Okay, so he told us that this year we have about 80 swans resting on the lake, and most of them come from Mongolia or even places even norther. 那再问您一下，就是这些天鹅，它们一般会在宁夏这边待多长时间？然后之后会往哪边飞？So how long will the swans stay here, and where are they going later?
我们今天所看到这批天鹅呢，它到我们银川以后呢，一般短的呢停留呢3、4天，长的呢可以呢停留呢40余天啊。这批天鹅呢，根据我们这几年的监测情况来看呢，它每年呢秋季到银川做一个短暂的停留以后呢，有一部分是往呢东部沿海，就是山东那个地方呢去过冬。那么还有一部分天鹅呢是往西的往东南那个地方呢，到我们郑州的黄河湿地公园，在那个地方呢过冬的。
Okay, so it is estimated that the swans are going to stay here as long as 20 to 40 days, and they will continue to move south to like the eastern coast of Shandong or the Yellow River Park in Zhengzhou, to the warmer places to overwinter. And 那你问问您，就是近年您觉得这个银川这边的鸟类有变多吗？We like to know that has the quantity of the birds in Yinchuan increased in recent years?
因为我们经常在我们银川周边的湖泊湿地呢，根据每年的鸟类迁徙的时候，我们到处去看，到处去监测。我们监测的过程中呢，发现这几年呢，就是我们银川的候鸟的数量是越来越多，尤其以咱们眼前的这批天鹅来讲，我们往些年呢，在银川呢，可能偶尔能够见到，就是5、6只呀，或者3、4只的这种天鹅。那么近1、2年呢，在我们银川市，你说是每年的春季、秋季，我们一次能够看到20、30只，甚至我们今天呢，我们在我们银川的点龙河呢，能够见到60到80只天鹅。现在呢，慢慢的变成一种的常态了。
Okay. So in the past, we can only occasionally see swans on the rivers in Yinchuan, in Ningxia, like 3 or 4 swans only. But in recent years, it is obvious that the quantity of swans and other birds has increased to, we can see like flocks of footers or 16 to even 80 swans resting on the lake. 那您觉得就是我们在这边能够观测到的鸟类数量变多的一个主要原因是什么呢？Let's ask the president about the reasons he think behind the increase of these birds in Yinchuan.
我们直接的感受是这几年咱们银川市的这个湖泊湿地的面积越来越大啊，一方面是水面大了， 这方面呢，我们银川市周边那些呢，城市的绿地呀、公园呀，数量也越来越多。那么这些呢，湿地公园呀或者自然保护区呢，它在生态建设的过程中呢，它呢有一些呢，滩涂呀、湿地呀、沼泽呀、岛屿呀，慢慢的做生态修复。那么修复了以后呢，就是给这些呢，就是候鸟呢，也提供了更多的一些的觅食地和那个栖息地。那么它的觅食地跟栖息地多了，对于候鸟来讲呢，它的数量终究呢会越来越多。是这样。
Okay, so like the ecological environment in Ningxia is becoming better and better with more and more parks, wetlands, swamps, and urban green spaces in Yinchuan, and more and more investments in ecological protection and ecological construction. So we can see that the place with more birds indicates a better ecological environment, and thus there are more places for birds to habitat and for people to watch birds. More and more people are photographing and caring for birds, and thus increasing the amount of birds here as well. 好，谢谢你。China now has 64 wetlands of international importance. Since April 2017, the Ramsar Conversation, also known as the Conversation on Wetlands, has been accrediting wetlands around the world. There are a total of 43 cities that hold this accreditation, 13 of which are in China, more than anywhere else in the world. Yinchuan is the only city with this title in northwest China. And this park are part of the organic cycle, as Yinchuan utilizes wetlands to purify sewage before it flows into the Yellow River. To find out more, let's hand over to my colleague.
Hello, I'm here at Binghe Water System. The lake used to be no more than a fish pond, but since 2018 it has been a wetland that connects all rivers and ponds alongside the Binghe Avenue through channels that form the Binghe Water System. And this has increased the whole area of the wetland alongside the Binghe Avenue by more than 170 hectares. Why did Yinchuan launch such a project? Let's speak with Mr. Lü Jinghu, the Vice President of the Yinchuan Wetland Protection Center, to find out. 吕先生您好，请问一下，咱们银川为什么要新建这么多人工湿地，然后把这些湿地连通在一起，打造成现在这样的滨河水系呢？
我们建这个人工湿地主要是为了解决入黄排水沟。我们有好多排水沟，那么把这个排水沟的水呢汇集到滨河湿地呢，为了净化水质。
There are several drainage ditches alongside the Binghe Avenue, and the treated urban sewage used to be poured into the Yellow River directly. So they built these wetlands to further treat and purify the water before it flows into the Yellow River. And this has proven to be effective in improving the water quality and protecting the Yellow River. 那么这个湿地是怎么发挥这个净化水的功能的呀？
一个呢是我们种植水生植物，第二一个呢，我们利用新材料，比方说用这个石墨烯光催化网，那么对这个水质呢的自净功能有一个提升。
To purify the sewage, they have grown water plants and paved some new materials, the environment-friendly materials such as graphene, to help absorb the impurities in the water. 那么除了这个之外，咱们还做了哪些事情去进一步的提升这个黄河水质？
我们对这个黄河银川段，整个退耕还施了18.75万亩的河滩地，进行了湿地恢复5.3万亩，同时呢，退耕还这个种植这个草木，草籽呢是5.7万亩，同时其他呢，我们呢主要是进行了对这个湿地进行了自然恢复，加人工辅助。
So furthermore, they have reclaimed some riverside land from farmers to avoid the agricultural wastewater from flowing into the Yellow River. So this has further improved the water quality. Besides, they have grown some grass seeds alongside the river, and to make it recover naturally. They have also built 3 automatic monitoring stations alongside the Binghe water system to oversee the water quality and to make sure it meets all standards. 那么这个因为建设了这个滨河湿地，我看周围的环境也都特别好，我看 see this beautiful environment。这个是不是对咱们老百姓的生活有一些益处？
是的，我们在这个周围呢，有我们现在新农村建设，那么老百姓呢，这个建成了我们对这个人工湿地建成了湿地公园，老百姓可以在这个农忙空闲季节呢，比方在冬季啊、春秋季啊，可以到这个地方来锻炼身体，同时呢，对这个我们新农村建设这个生态环境有一个提升。
And this beautiful environment has served a lot to the nearby villagers. In winter, when they have no farm work to do, they can do a lot of activities here, such as exercising and walking around after having meals. And this is also helpful in improving the village environment. We can see some children are playing there. Let's go to have talk with them. Hey boy, come here. Let's have a little talk, right? Okay. Come here. Okay. Hey, what's your name?
My name is Zhu Zexuan.
Where are you from?
I'm from Shanghai.
You're from Shanghai. Wow. So why are you here?
Because study.
You study here?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. So you live nearby, right?
Yeah.
And you often come here to ride your bicycle?
Yes.
Do you like this place?
I like because they're very beautiful, and I think so. This is perfect.
Perfect. Wow, your English is so good. Okay, thank you. Come to play. Okay, now I think wetlands are a critical part of our urban future, but here in Yinchuan, it's also part of our life here. So thank you for watching and see you.